just getting ready to start up 3 Cove, and I'm checking out the auction house. We haven't really found many augments for sale that we can use, but I'm seeing a few cheap ones now. This Ruby of Minor Flame we could use to stick uh, in our the weapon we got from the Sharn Syndicate chain for only 500. I think that's worth it since we're gonna have that weapon anyways. It won't take up an extra inventory. Dexterity +2 really only helps us with open lock. This is more for a spellcaster. I don't think these are super good. Protection helps with armor class. I don't know how much of a difference armor class really makes for us. Um, these resists are good, but we're pretty well set on those. Diamond of Strength +3. We already have a Strength +4 item. Resistance +3. We have a Resistance +3 item already. So there's a bunch there, only really that one that was useful for us. Plus, of course, the one that dropped for us in 3 Cove, False Life. So I'm going to go ahead and I've decided after thinking about it, we don't have a False Life item. So 10 hit points is 10 hit points. We're currently at 185. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it in this armor, which is the augments 4 and the armor's 4. So they're perfect for each other. And so I'll lock that. Now if I put that on, I've got the extra 10 hit points that stacks with everything else. So I really wanted to put a fortification item there for Reapers, and we could get. I think we got one jeweler's kit already in a silver dice roll, so that might be kind of rare, but we might get another. All right, so I'm gonna take this flame, and I'm gonna stick it in. Stick it in the Sharn Syndicate weapon, the nicked. Oh, we have one in our inventory. We got 2 of these. I don't know if I need 2 of them, honestly, but let's see. Let's put one here. And it's a level 2 weapon. This is a level 1 augment. It only does 1 damage, but we get that. I mean, it's for 500. Hmm. Oh, I guess this doesn't have. I guess this doesn't have an augment. So we already have one of these that we got from our own drop in this ethereal sword. I don't think we. Let's see if we have any other named items. Usually these named items have one, so I'm surprised. All right, I don't think any of these other weapons we have. I thought we might have had one weapon with an augment in it. Nope. So I guess it is taking up space. So I'm going to go ahead and trade it to our other account, who's right here. I have already opened up. But we will, if we get another low level weapon that we could use, we could put it in there. And I'd rather put a level 4 or 8, a level, if I get a level 8 weapon, I'd rather put like a level 8 and augment in there, but that's still not too bad. I'm just going to take a quick look and see if anything else opens up on the clothing front. And I'm going to look specifically for 6 to 8. Nope, not seeing anything better than what we have. Most of our gear's level 5, so it is starting to get a little bit outdated. But we actually, I think we have some pretty nice items for that level. So going into next life, we're going to be very, very strong. No, I'm just not seeing anything better than what we have. I can go up a little bit higher now. Let's see, defensive spot. I think we have defensive resistance. Yep. So yeah, so nothing there. Let's check on the jewelry side. And we kind of need those death block bracers we have now. So we replace. We don't have death block there. Where do we have it? in our necklace. Okay, so our bracers are electric resistant, absorbing cons. So those are pretty nice. We have a few pretty nice items that we've gotten the last few levels. So Mind's Eye, I think we actually had this in one of our drops. Is that what I'm posting? Nope. So this is a nice item, but we have Con 3 and Mighty 4 already, so we don't need that. We have it at level 5, so it's actually arguably a little bit better. Nope, so we've looked all the way up to, let's see what sabotaging is. We can't afford it anyways, but Seeker and Deception. So actually not a bad set of goggles. Those are pretty good, but we can't afford them anyhow. So we'll just take one quick look at armor. Uh, skirmish, nope, that's not better than what we have. And we'll take a quick look at weapons again. We've got a pretty good weapon next life, but if I can get a better sword right now, that'd be fantastic. Nothing really here jumps out at me. And for quarterstaff, nope, nothing for quarterstaff. So we're good to go. We're gonna head to Three Barrel Cove with 10 more hit points than we had before we started. So wasn't the augment I was looking for, but after thinking about it, it's like, well, I could basically be looking for that augment, you know, and not get it for 3 or 4 lives. So I might as well get that 10 hit points benefit, and so you know, every little upgrade matters, and that's a pretty nice upgrade for us. 10 hit points is over a 5% increase in hit points. We could, for this next quest, just use the teleporter, but we're going to go again, try for that rune armor until we're on Ransack.
Strategically placed to detect ships coming in and out.
We get 8 shots at it. We're pretty close. I'm going to check at the after I loot. I'm going to check to see if I'm on Ransack next time. But because this rare is always here, unlike the other two we've been checking. You know, there's a better chance that it could be. There's a better chance that it could be Ransack. You've ransacked this chest often, so I forgot to check last time. We're already on Ransack, so no sense checking this chest anytime soon. All right, so now we'll go run this one.
The Weeping Cove is rumored to be a resting place of Two-Toed Tobias, an ancient three-barrel legend. The cacophony of wailing and moaning becomes clearer as you enter the cave. An opening in the ground reveals another body of water to explore. The valve triggers a rush of water through the pipes, followed by the sound of a door opening. A strong current pushes against you. You hear doors close ahead and behind you. You fear that you are trapped. Cervantes, two-toed Tobias's first mate, has been returned to the depths. A slight breeze emerges from behind the wall.
It is a reminder you want to go, when you forks to the left and the right, you want to go to the right.
A ship's mast rises up from a chasm in the cave floor.
Also, as a reminder, you can ignore that chest. That chest just has a bow and arrow in it. It's for a future lever part. If you don't have a bow and arrow, since we have a bow and arrow, we'll just use what we have. If you're short on arrows, you could always just pick them up from that chest.
A frigid cold cuts through your body as you see a frozen river below. The source of the cold air is coming from this region.
I like to stand right on top of the valve. You won't take any damage if you do that.
The fire jets melt the ice, allowing you to continue your search for two-toed Tobias.
Forgot to move my hireling up here. Just to show you what it is, I'm going to go ahead and throw it in there, even though I really don't need them, just because I'll have inventory room this run.
The second valve triggers another chain reaction, which opens the door to the rest of the dungeon. levers appear on opposite sides of the room, adorned with bullseyes. As the lever flips back, the floor opens. The door before you opens as if you were expected. The supposed urban legend speaks to you.
It's about time someone found me. I have long waited for this moment. I am sorry.
The legend of Two-Toed Tobias was not just an urban myth, although it is doubtful that anyone will believe your tale of victory. The Weeping Cove is rumored to be a resting place of Two-Toed Tobias, an ancient three-barrel legend. A cave extends deep into the rock behind this waterfall. The feel of this place has changed. The air is strangely cold now. And the scent of old decay has replaced the troglodyte's musk. The chill flows out from behind the falls, so strong that the water makes your feet numb with cold. biting whisper drifts out of the dark from beyond the vault.
Who disturbs my tomb? Dog, you will never see the sun again.
Unholy light shines from the sarcophagi lining this corridor. Garl's wrath corrupted them. They must be destroyed. The stone here is clawed and torn, and smells of spices and rot.
Remnant chest, that's kind of a nice surprise.
The whispering voice speaks again.
Go back, fool. Every step you take only hastens your doom.
The air here is so cold that frost rimes the stones. The chill seems to have come from beneath the water. The lock on the door here looks complex, but you might be able to open it with the proper key. A chest gleams in the frozen light, This is Grey. As the chest opens, a frigid wind sucks the last warmth of the room. Old Grey Garl has come, bent on protecting his loot. With a despairing shriek, old Grey Garl dissolves like a pestilent vapor. The cold suffusing the air begins to
Another record
fade.
chest, very nice.
A cave extends deep into the rock behind this waterfall.
And I believe that's it for Three Barrel Cove. I'm just going to go check my saga and get my underworlds, and we'll be done with Three Barrel Cove. Well, we did forget guard duty. I don't think let's see what that level that one is. Alright, so I have to run this one on normal and hard.
You are awoken suddenly by a large crash and the sound of splintering wood. Screams and calls to arms rise from the above decks. The sailors have locked and barred the door to the decks above. You'll have to find the key. A sudden crash sounds loudly in the adjoining room. Before you lie the charred remains of the ship's second mate. A key is visible in his outstretched hand.
So this is
As
another
the door swings open,
quest with a
the
protect
cannon
mission.
blasts subside, and
Can
you
be
hear the
can be
sound of
difficult.
frantic yelling on the deck above. You've reached the above decks. Another ship is docked next to yours with its gangplanks down.
Try to get those so we can have the hireling heal up the sailors, any that are injured. Hopefully it won't be too bad on normal. You can see some are injured.
Out of a side hatch, a lumbering ogre emerges. Rug is here. Rug drops to the deck of the ship with a giant thud.
There's the chest up on top. Alright, we're going to go right back on in and hard.
You're awoken suddenly by a large crash and the sound of splintering wood.
We'll certainly try this one on
Screams
Reaper,
and
but
calls to arms rise from the above
it's a tough
decks.
one because basically a Reaper or champion
A sudden
can one
crash
shot
sounds loudly in the
these,
adjoining room, followed by a sprint
his
before
crew
you lie
on
the charred remains of the ship's
on
second
Reaper.
mate. A key
So,
is visible in his outstretched
you know,
hand.
we might just save
The sailors have locked and
save
barred
the
the door
elite
as the
version of
door
this,
swings
run it as
open.
part of our favor
The
cleanup
cannon
as
blasts
opposed to
subside,
making a Reaper
and you
run.
hear the sound of frantic yelling on the deck above. You've reached the above decks. Another ship is docked next to yours with its gangplanks down. Pirates are boarding your ship. You're under attack by Rug. a side hatch, a lumbering ogre emerges. Roog is here. The deck of the ship with a giant thud.
Yeah, there's a few quests. I missed that one last time. There's a few quests not in the saga, but just a quick way to make sure you've got everything on hard that you need. Looks like we are done with Reveal Cove. I'm just going to pick up my end rewards. See if there's anything interesting. There's always named items to choose from, but most of them aren't too good. We can get a treasure map, which helps with our loot level. And if I see that, I'll probably take it. Nothing too useful there. That's actually not too bad. I thought these items were supposed to have a minimum of 15% speed, though. And I'm going to pick all these up again. Well, okay, that's not the staff we were looking for. I was wondering if that was the staff we were looking for there for a minute. But it is interesting because it actually has some caster benefits, and then it has this melee benefit. But I don't think it's really good enough to take. I don't think we're going to use that. And that's not too horrible. But if we're going to take a bound item, it's going to have to be something we want to use in the next, in the near future. Because we're really low on space for bound items. And it looks like I forgot another quest. We didn't do the fire one, but that's a 5-minute quest. I'm just going to run it real quick. There's 2 in the fire caves. We did the first one. We didn't do the second one where we have to kill the elementals. And we could just get there real quick with this teleport guy.
and steam rise from the cave entrance before you.
Where before the caves were merely hot, now they are sweltering. The air itself seems on the verge of catching fire. The voices of the ogres are silenced. Now there is something even more ominous. An old and mighty anger you can feel through the door. The grinding of stones and the crackle of flame fill the air. Behold, things seem to the elemental blast, shaking the stones as its spirit returns to its home plane. Another elemental lurks ahead, watching you with eyes that smoke like dying stars. Triumph over the elementals, make Murug summon. Only one remains in the depths of the caves. spare. The elementals are slain, one and all.
Heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before you.
All right, so here's the pirate's treasure map. It gives you 15 seconds of a +1 bonus to the quality of random loot in chests you open. So 15 seconds is basically one chest. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. We'll see what we get. Use this on a higher level chest, preferably. But that is Three Barrel Cove Hard Run.